Okay, hi everyone. This is a video on how to make your quilling dividers. It's my first video, so bear with me, I'm a little shaky. I'm going to show you how to make the 6 divider, like pocket one, and then the 3 one. So all you need is, you need the sheet protectors, which are top loading 3-hole punch. Here in Canada I got them at Dollarama. I'm not sure if in the States where you would get them, but as long as they're sheet protectors, they say sheet protectors, you can just put the thing in and you can make it easily. Then you're going to need a piece of cardboard. You're going to need a stick of some kind, like a dowel, or you can use a paintbrush. You want to use a metal ruler, metal or steel. You don't want to get any plastic or anything that's coated because you're going to melt it off. When you make your lines with the wood burner, you're going to melt the ruler, and if it's coated, you're going to melt off the coating and it's not going to smell good. So metal ruler. You can use either a box cutter, X-Acto knife, or scissors, whatever you're comfortable with. I use a box cutter because I'm more handy with that, but I can show you how to use the scissors too. Then you need a piece of cardboard or a heat-proof surface to do your scoring on. And also, lastly, most important, you need your wood burning tool, and you want to put it on a heat-proof mat. This is a silicone baking mat. It works really well. I use it for my glue gun too, because you want to protect your surface just in case it falls off or something, or you put it down quickly. So, and then your sheet protectors. Okay, so first I'm going to show you how to make the 3 pocket one. So you want to take your sheet protector and you're going to fold it in 3 to make 3 even pockets. And the good thing about these, the ones that I picked up, and I think generally any one that you get, they crease really easily. So then you just do that. And then it makes a nice crease. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it makes 3 creases. If it's not defined enough, you can do it again, a little harder. And yeah, there we go. So nice crease. So you make your 3 pockets, and keep in mind, like, be aware of where your opening is, because when I was making these up, those are my dogs in the background. So when I was making these, I did it on the wrong side so that it would not be on like the right hand side. It would be on this side. So I'll explain what I messed up when I was inventing them. So you're going to take your piece of cardboard. This is about 7 inches long and about 1 inch wide. You're going to make a little cut in the top. You want to put it down halfway. And I'm going to use the box cutter first to show you. This is just how I do it. So you want to make a cut, oops, like that. I also have a cat. You can hear her in the background. And you make a cut like that. And then you just want to follow it along with a straight line. The reason I did this was because I had a hard time putting my strips in. It doesn't have to be like perfect. I mean, it's fine if it's a little lopsided or uneven. So the reason I did this is because I was having a hard time putting my quilling strips in. They weren't really going in very well. So I had to constantly do that and then put them in. But the top would stick all the time. So this way is much easier, and you just kind of pull it down and you can put the strip in really easily. And your strips will lay like that, so you can take them out really easily, however many you want. So that's why I cut this here. So then you're going to take your ruler on your heat-proof surface there and line it up with the crease. So your wood burning tool should be on the second highest setting here. I played around with the temperatures, and if you're too hot, you're gonna melt it right through, and if you're not hot enough, it's not gonna make a strong enough crease. So I put it on, I don't know what your heat gun or your wood burning tool looks like, but I put it on this setting, a little bit up. So then you wanna start where there's two of the pieces, not one, because you're gonna melt through it. So you want to start at where the cut at the top ends. So then you're gonna go, you don't want to press too hard and you don't want to go too fast or too slow. You're gonna have to, it is a learning curve, so you might have to do it a couple of times like I did. I did go through a couple sheet protectors, but I got 50 of them, so I mean, that's okay. So then you want to do your next one here. And again, you want to start at the top where you made that end of the cut. And then all the way down. Okay. So then you want to check your seam to make sure it's sealed properly. Seam, seal? I guess it's the same thing. Yep, that's good, strong one. Yep, nice and strong. So I also test the top because it's hard to see the clear where you're starting from, but once you get going with them, it gets easier. So that's really, yeah, you can see I'm pressing and it's nice and strong. So to go back a little bit, the reason I was explaining for you to keep in mind where your top was and the side is because if you make this cut while this is over here, it's going to be backwards and you're going to have the opening on the other side. So you're going to have to pull out your strips from this side instead of this side. So that's the 3 pocket one. And then just to show you, it's really easy to get the strips in when you pull it down. Oh, now I'm aligned. There we go. So 1, 2, and 3. So also, like, you can note that they do make legal sized sheet protectors and ledger size. So the legal size is legal size paper, and it's like that, about 8 inches by 12 inches. Ledger size is actually 11 inches by 16 inches. But the opening is here on the side. So I probably will do another video when I get those. I ordered them already because I like have longer strips. So for the next one, I'll show you with the scissors, how I cut the little, I don't know, indent or whatever you want to call it. So again, you want to make sure your thing is there. So I just cut diagonally, and make sure your scissors are nice and sharp. I used a dull pair of scissors on mine, the first few I did, and it was just a pain in the butt. I didn't like it. So then you can just finish it off by cutting like that. And then you have your tab thing opening. So for the 6 pocket one, I just went the size of the ruler, a little bit more than the size of the ruler. You can go exactly the size of the ruler, and it makes like 6.5. So that's why I went a little bit bigger. So with this one, it's a little tricky because you can't make the crease like you did with the 3-hole or 3 pocket. You're gonna use the ruler to guide you. So, again, you wanna start where both pieces are. That's the first one there. And you'll be able to, as you go, able to tell if it's a good seal. Like I can already tell that's a good seal. And I guess like if you use the ruler to fold or fold it around the ruler, you could make a crease. It just takes a little bit of practice. Might have gone too fast on that one. But I'll show you, just to show you what happens if you go too slow on the very last one. Because if you do too slow, it's not going to seal. If you do too fast, it's going to melt through. Now, my dog has this squeaky toy. All right, so this is what happens if you go too fast and too hard. And then